Good evening, travelers. You're tuned in to CircuitsFM Live, the only synthwave radio show broadcasting across the Circuitverse. I am your host, the Circuit Master, and it's great to be with you this evening. I hope you had a great Friday. I hope you had a great week. We have a great show for you this evening. But first, here are a few quick channel items before we get going tonight. Excuse me. First, we're live every Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time on YouTube, Rumble, X, and Kick. Second, new albums premiere every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time on YouTube. New albums are also posted on Rumble, X, and Rad TV. We're over there as well. Third, full EPs drop on Wednesdays at 8 a.m. Central Time on YouTube. So look for those as well. I do post those on X in the evening at 8 p.m., but I do need to start posting those over on Rumble and Rad TV as well. And of course, if you need Synthwave between shows, Circuits FM airs live streams on Rumble, YouTube, and Kick. Currently, the Portal is live on YouTube and Rumble at the moment. The Drive, I'm going to be focusing on getting the Drive back up this weekend. That doesn't necessarily mean I'll be taking down the Portal. I'm going to keep the Portal up, but the Portal is acting as a test stream for me at the moment. And if I look over on my other monitors, the Portal just passed 75 hours. So you can check that out on Rumble or YouTube. Of course, we have playlists on Rumble and YouTube. There's quite a bit of music over on Rumble. They have a playlist of live streams. So Rumble keeps the first 25 hours of a live stream. And so the Portal right now, which is the number 12 over on Rumble, once that goes down, or once I take that down or stop that, Rumble will go ahead and keep the first 25 hours of that. And then I will add that to the Portal playlist. So you have that over as well. You can also catch Circuits FM on the YouTube and Rumble apps on your Roku box, if you have one. I have a Roku box. They're great. Finally, thank you to my channel members for your continued support. I truly do appreciate it. I really do. Thank you again. And thank you to all of my new channel members that joined this past week. I appreciate it. Let's jump into the chats before we get going this evening. William, good to see you, sir. Hope you are doing well. Thank you again for your membership. I truly do appreciate it. William says, good evening, Circuit Master. Ready for our journey tonight. Very cool. Same here. Let's see here. Hope you had a wonderful Friday as well. Joyce says, happy Friday. I've never heard that before. That's pretty funny. I like it. Friday. You don't mind if I take it, or if I use it to you. That's pretty funny. Friday. I like it. How you doing, Joy? Hope you had a good week. You at home tonight, or are you listening from work? William says, happy Friday. Happy Friday. And of course, Joy says, hello, Engineer ID. Hello, Goatman Hollow Hunt, as we know him as William. Appreciate it. Thank you. So let's jump into this first set tonight. And I believe I have about an hour and 4 minutes of music for you this evening as well. So let's do this. Tonight we visit the coastline in Synthwave Highway 1985 Neon Coast. Entry 1 in a new series arc branching off from the Synthwave Ignition 1984. So this is a continuation of that. Where Ignition was the 1984 City Night Drive, the highway opens the road beyond it. 18 tracks of warm coastal outrun, cinematic and hypnotic, across 2 sides and 1 intermission. Let's make this transition. Travelers, this is side A into the coast. The signal reaches back to 1985, 1 year on from the 1984 ignition, 1 year deeper into the same A minor warmth. The city had nothing left to say. You kept driving, not an escape, a continuation. 9 transmissions coming through the tape, leaving the grid at the on-ramp and completing the first set with your headlights on black water. Travelers, press play and drive down the coastline with me. This is Side A of Neon Coast. Welcome back, travelers. That was Side A, Into the Coast. Now that's in the rearview mirror. We're at the intermission. Before we cross into Side B, I want to say thank you to the people who keep this broadcast going, my YouTube and Rumble channel members, to my VHS Vault members, Kim Tink, Shadow Governor FM, Reno Man 1, Synthwave Steve, Eric, Ace, Soctivus the Great, and then over on Rumble, Kotron, and Snarky Guy. I appreciate it. And then for my Cassette Rebel members currently in the chat, Red Camper 24 and William. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Of course, if you want to support the channel as a channel member, the membership link is in the YouTube description below. Cassette Rebels and VHS Vault members have early access to new albums, and they have access to a growing catalog of channel member albums as well. And I should say live streams. 12-hour live streams, that is. Just a little short. If I do anything over 12, then YouTube won't count it. If you want to support Circuits FM on YouTube, Dare to Show, of course, you can purchase a super sticker, super chat, or a gift a channel membership. See the $ next to the chat box below. If you want to support Circuits FM over on Rumble, Dare to Show, there's a tip jar next to the like button. There are Rumble rants, subscriptions, the same thing as channel membership as on YouTube. And of course, you can gift a subscription as well. If you are a channel member over on Rumble, just shoot me an email at CircuitsFM or CircuitsFM@gmail.com. What I can do over there, since I'm technically not a recognized creator, is I can create private links, and I can go ahead and give you those for channel membership or channel member albums if you like. So just go ahead and shoot me an email, and I can make that happen until I get approved by Rumble. So that's kind of the alternative I've come up with so far for making that happen, to show my appreciation, and of course to give you access to that as well. Let's see here. Of course, you can access this full album in the YouTube catalog right now as well. Let's go ahead and jump into the chat. That was kind of a lot, by the way. Cooltron over on Rumble. Good to see you, my friend. Hope the work week has treated you well, Circuit Master. It has. It has indeed. I've been busy. I have a project at work that I've been working on. I've been kind of busy with. I've been trying to focus on instead of doing the million other things I guess I need to do too. But there's a lot. I have plenty of work, so it's not going anywhere. But I'm fortunate. I'm blessed. William says, awesome. Love it. Side A rocked. Very cool. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Camper 24 in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Good deal. Sending you positive metaphysical synthwave vibes. Very cool. Thank you. We should make that a command. We should absolutely make that a command. By the way, I do take requests. You can if you're over on YouTube, ! Spam cans. We have that. That was a request. And so that is a thing now. Just let me know. Ray Camper also says, and just now realizing why I couldn't find you on YouTube, Circuit Master was not the correct search term, but it should. It should be the correct search term. It should be. It should be. It should be. I wonder if I can put it in. I wonder if I can put it in over there. I have to go over there and spruce up the channel, so to speak, over there, the account. But I wonder if I can do that. Circuit Master. I can certainly see if I can make that happen. Let's see here. Area Abyss, how you doing? Fantastic tunes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's see here. We'll grab a couple more. Polymath, real Geek Zoo says, truthfully, I'm freaked out on a scissor lift changing lights at 18 feet. Well, be careful, my friend. Be careful up there. Let's see. Let me see if I can grab a couple more. Yeah, so that's for those everyone over on YouTube, that is the command. And of course, that'll get you 70 hot and spicy spam cans. So enjoy. Let's see here. One more. By the way, thank you for that, William. That's pretty funny. Kind of going back here to see if I missed anything. Joy says, I think I'll take 55%, call it a day, but I already call it a good day. It is. That was for that was for your groove. Grooving at a level of 55%. That's right. Very cool. And of course, I will throw these up as we get into the second set here. There's a lot more comments, so I will throw those up on the board, on the screen. Last one, Red Camper 24 says yes, I agreed. Yeah, see, it should be Circuit Master. By the way, the person who gave me the nickname is not here tonight. We know him as Sir Willie, but unfortunately hasn't been here the last couple weeks. But he is doing well. All right, let's jump into this second set. Again, we're live across YouTube, Rumble, Kick, and X. Travelers, this is side B, into First Light. The signal holds through the crossing. The city is a rumor now. What's left is the coast, the tape, the long dark stretch before the horizon turns. 9 more transmissions, mile marker Mirage on the deep road. Long dark between towns, motel glow, no vacancy. Tied against the guardrail, moon over the coast road at the deepest point. Then the horizon beginning to burn. The feeling carries that same A minor warmth still holding. The first light over water closes the transmission. Travelers, press play and drive down the Neon Coast with me. This is side B of Neon Coast. Travelers, that was Synthwave Highway 1985 Neon Coast in full. Entry one of the Synthwave Synthwave Highway 1985 series. Um, played across side A and side B. Closing on First Light over Water. By the way, the follow up to that is Neon Rewind, and I did put in the YouTube chat. And by the way, I keep forgetting that I can actually put comments into the Restream chat, and it'll go to all the platforms. So I need to get used to that new functionality because I am on Restream. That's who I'm streaming through right now. Let's see, where was I at? Oh, I got lost in my train of thought. Took a little bit of a detour there, but I did want to say, hey, thank you for pressing play and driving down the Neon Coast with me tonight. Truly do appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed that album. Of course, you can listen to that album or access it anytime you want on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Music. And I have to see if it's over on Rumble. I think it is, but I can definitely throw that up there. If not tonight, this weekend, so you can listen to it as well. And I will, pretty sure it's not on Rad TV yet. I will throw it up on Rad TV as well. Of course, I just want to say thank you to Coachron for the gift subscription over on Rumble. My friend, I truly appreciate it. Thank you again. It means a lot to me. Of course, we're live every Friday night at 8 p.m. Central Time on YouTube, Rumble, X, and Kick. New albums drop on Mondays at 8 p.m. Central Time on YouTube, Rumble, X, and Rad TV. Let's see here. Let me jump into some chats. Chats were pretty busy tonight. So let me jump into those. William has his exclamation point BST sandwich. New command, and of course he got a bacon spam and tomato sandwich with lettuce. the commands over on YouTube are growing. And I did look into, so Stream Elements does not have a connection to or API to Rumble. So unfortunately I can't use Stream Elements over on Rumble. There is another option that I'm looking into to see if I could create something similar over there. It would be really nice if I could just kind of put everything into one spot. That'd be pretty cool. But we're not there yet. Getting close though. Let's see here. Joy says, yes, I like that one. Yeah, that's the Jonesy command. Jonesy the cat from Alien. And by the way, that album was added to the portal. Did add that album to the portal. And I actually have a Stranger Things album called The Upside Down that was added to the portal as well. And that's currently streaming on Rumble and YouTube. And like I said earlier tonight, I'm going to attempt to get the drive back up. I'm not going to pull the portal down, but I'm going to try to get the drive back up. I had one of my mini PCs crashed last week, and so I'll have some time this weekend to address that issue, which is really an IT issue. Let's see here. Coltron, thank you again, my friend, for the gift subscription. Truly appreciate it. It says, over on Rumble, I'm sipping fancy Grey Goose vodka over a thick ice cube with a splash of Canadian sparkling water, blueberry. Getting lit. Nice. Excellent. I know you said you're basically going to be kicking back, resting, sleeping, doing a little bit of gaming this weekend. Let's see here. William trying the 8-ball. Yeah, what did the 8-ball get you? I don't use that command a whole lot. Yeah, 8-ball says Outlook not so good. I have to dive into that one. Yeah, if you ever want a command, let me know. I will definitely create one for you. Let's see here. Dark Post Rock FM. Thank you again, my friend, for being here. Is grooving at level of 70%. Appreciate it. Red Camper 24 says, good work. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Thank you again for becoming a channel member. And thanks. It was good to see you. William says, awesome. Thanks. Yeah, you're welcome. And William also says, cheers to you, Circuit Master. Thank you. Cheers to you, my friend. Hope you have a good weekend. Yeah, so this is pretty funny. So we were talking about the bacon, spam, and tomato sandwich command, and it just so happens William went over to Costco and got all of those items to actually make the sandwich. And by the way, all this sandwich talk on YouTube, no, I want a sandwich. But I'm not sure if anything is open right now because I live in a small town in the Midwest, which is really nice because it's really quiet. But I just don't know if there's any sandwich shops open. I'd have to take a look. Probably the only thing that would be open right now would maybe be Culver's, which, by the way, I'm not going to try to start a fight in the chat, but In-N-Out and Culver's, really good sandwiches. If you're going to go out and get a sandwich like that, it's really good. And I've said this before. I'm from Minnesota, from Minneapolis. A little inside baseball for all of you that are here. I had the same junior high music teacher as Prince. I don't know if it means anything more than that, but that is actually true. Prince went to school way before I did, but we did have the same junior high teacher. Yeah. Oh, so where I was going with that, if you are ever in Minneapolis, Minnesota, if you ever happen to be even a couple miles away, I highly recommend that you go get a Juicy Lucy. I very much recommend that. Rick Camper says, great album tonight. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you for that. Joyce says, yummy Culver's. Yeah, Culver's is really good. Camper says, yeah, Culver's is a good idea. I will see what time they're open till. I know they have like deals after 9 o'clock, but that's not really what I want. It's more of like a sandwich, but yeah, I'll see what time they're open till. I have 9:30. I'm Central Time, obviously. Coltron says, make me your best sandwich is a litmus test for prospective partners. Oh, William says, well, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, we all kind of found out that we didn't actually find out the best way. She was basically telling us none of us are going to be like Prince. That's kind of how we found out about it. We found out through being berated by her. That's how we found out about it. We had to ask, is that true? She was Prince's. She's like, you're never going to be like Prince. It's like, I don't think anybody's like Prince. Prince is Prince. Yeah. We confirmed it. It's true. She was Prince's teacher. I'm not sure if she was his high school teacher or if she was his junior high teacher. Because he he lived a little bit over. He lived more like what would be. There's no such thing as central Minneapolis, but that's kind of where he lived. So will Circuit Master use a simple force name now as well? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I couldn't even think of a symbol, some sort of electrical symbol or something. That'd be interesting. No, I think Circuit Master works. Circuit Master is pretty cool. Like Prince, yeah. Another one. Yeah, hilarious, yeah. All right, cool. Joyce laughing. Yeah, we're really get a little bit tongue in cheek here tonight. Definitely tongue in cheek for sure. Very cool. All right. Thank you again, everyone. It was a great show. I'm gonna go see if if there's a sandwich shop open, maybe Culver's, and see how that goes. Let's see here. Just a reminder, of course, we're live every Friday night at 8 p.m. Central Time on YouTube, Rumble, X, and Kick. New albums drop on Mondays at 8 p.m. Central Time on YouTube, Rumble, X, and Rad TV. Of course, the main premiere is over on YouTube, and then I drop those on X, Rumble, and Rad because it's very rad. I need to make more rad jokes. And that's it. Oh, I should also mention EPs. I drop full EPs at 8 a.m. on Wednesday mornings as well. So you can check those out. Yeah, so please do. Thank you again, everyone. Welcome again to all my new channel members. I appreciate it. Thank you again for Coachron for the gift subscription over on or the gift channel membership over on Rumble. I truly appreciate it. Let me grab these last two here. Rick Camper says good night all. Thank you, Circuit Master. Thank you. Appreciate it. Joy says have a great weekend, everyone. Yeah, you too. And William says happy Friday, everyone. Have a great weekend. See you all Monday in the Circuitverse for sure. With that said, thanks again, everyone. I'm looking forward to next Friday. Until then, I hope everyone has a great weekend. Have a great week next week. Until next time, Circuit Master signing off.